So you want to set up an Amazon account in the UAE or KSA or whatever market, and you're not sure if you can do it as a person. You don't have a company that's open. You're not planning to open a company, although that's not such a difficult step. If you think about it, a lot of people are asking me, can I open an Amazon account as an individual? I'm going to walk you through that experience. I'm going to open an account for an individual, although I have a business account, and I'll talk about the business part in the final section of the video. But I will walk you through the experience of setting up an account as an individual in the UAE. All right. So the first step is obviously to register a seller account. That's the first today is the first step of the journey. Now, just to give you an understanding, the big question is, can I create the account as an individual or do I need to be a business? So you can register as a business or you can register as an individual. So for businesses, you'll need a trade license. For individuals, you'll need the national ID. This is for KSA. We'll take a look at the one for UAE. It's exactly the same as the national ID or Emirates ID. It's just your identification method. For businesses, you'll need the trade license. For individuals, you also need to prove your address. So bank statement, electricity, whatever it is. And of course, a bank account where you will receive the fund. Now, does the business account have any advantage over the personal account? What makes it different is that there are some items that are restricted from sales for individuals, especially in certain categories. Take a look at those restricted categories and items. You have products that require approval, like ink cartridges, medical supplies, children's toys, lithium batteries, etc. And then you have whole categories that require approval. You cannot trade in those categories. Always check those categories before you start your account. If you're planning to sell anything in these segments, you'll need an approval. And to get the approval, you'll need a confirmation that you are a registered business in the UAE. Now, let's not overdo the registration process. Let's register and then we'll look at what else is different from business account. The first step is to select your country, and obviously you're going to select that you are an individual. Then they will ask you for a payment. Although subscriptions for seller accounts are not active in UAE and KSA, you'll still need to fill the credit card details. Then you will come up with a store. I named it eBasel store. If you have the unique barcodes, then you hit yes. And if you're producing any of the goods that you are selling, then you hit yes. I have a yes for some of them. No, I don't have a copyright protection agreement for the goods I'm planning to sell. Then you'll be asked to upload a document, a passport, and a proof of address. Congratulations! Now you have an Amazon seller account registered. You'll get this message. You'll hear back from them in 2 working days. Now, a lot of people talk about restrictions after you get the account. Is it difficult to import the goods? Can I buy a lot of quantities in the country I'm living in? And there's a lot of new questions that pop up that make it difficult to continue with this journey and not just the account. So what I've done is I'm going to record a video. I'm going to just open an account as an individual, and I'm going to record the process of getting some goods, importing them, trying to sell them, and walk you through the whole process, advertising on Amazon, etc. If that's of interest to you, hit that subscribe button. It's going to be an interesting experiment to know the results of. I hope you got the answer of the question that you came for. And for more interesting e-commerce content, and if you have any questions, please hit them in the comments.